This is a story of taking a chance, of trying, even if your mind thinks that it's impossible. Di ba nga kasi napatanggal ko na yung braces ko. So, when I eat, hindi ako comfortable na meron akong retainer. So, tinatanggal ko siya parate. 2 weeks ago, when I was here in Cebu, naiwan ko siya sa kainan. Naiwan ko siya sa mall after we had our dinner. Tandaan ko na lang siya nung sirado na yung mall. Nakauwi na kami. Oh, that night was also that night that I needed to go to Manila. That's my flight back to Manila. And so, I returned here in Cebu 2 weeks after. Hindi kami nag-try na tanungin dun sa mall kung nasan na yung, baka siguro na-keep nila yung retainer. And nung bumalik kami dun kanina, sabi ko, let's just take the chance. I mean, malay natin, baka may nakaligpit. So I just took the chance. Yun ang talaga nasa isip ko. Let's just take the chance. Kasi iniisip ko na talaga nun, pumunta na sa dentist, kahit sinong dentist dito sa Cebu, before I go to US, sana may retainer ako. Kasi parang nagmo-move na ulit yung mga ngipin ko. Wala namang mawawala if we just try. I asked doon sa food court, baka kung sino yung nagliligpit. And pinuntahan namin yung mga staff na naglilinis doon sa mga table, doon sa food court. And so I encountered this guy and then na-feel ko lang talaga na tanungin siya about it. So pumunta siya dun sa area nila kung saan sila naghuhugas ng plato. And to our surprise, he kept my retainer, like mismong retainer. And pinakita pa niya sa akin, ito ba yun, sir? Tapos sabi ko, yes, that's it. So imagine, if I didn't take that chance to just ask that person, sometimes our mind creates assumptions and it makes up reality. Kailangan nating bantayan yung mga moments na to. These assumptions are sometimes way, way, way far from reality. And it's when we challenge it to try, to test. It's very human to be anxious. But the challenge really is to deal with that anxiety, to deal with the overthinking thoughts. You will not experience the abundance of life if you're too afraid to try. A life of risk is a life of reward. Wala namang mawawala if magta-try ka. Do it. This is your sign. If you've been thinking about doing something and then you have these thoughts na or assumptions na, oh, it might fail. Hindi na talaga kaya yun. May mga pangarap tayong sineset aside natin because we have these assumptions in our mind far, far, far from reality. I am a believer. I am a Christian. And I believe that nothing is impossible with God. But we can't make the impossible happen if we don't try. We need to try. You have control over your life. Even if other people will advise you that this is the right thing to do, always try and test it for yourself. That experience of realizing it from your own personal experience, that is life-changing. That's why when I advise other people, when people ask for my advice, I always tell them, hey, this is an advice that may not work for you, might have worked for me, but may not work for you. So you need to test it. Don't just believe me all throughout and say, now this will happen because this is what he said. No, you need to try. Test it for yourself. That's the most efficient way of learning and growing. Great.